Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and this is Europa League round of 32. There were shocks last week, so we need the big guns or the favourites from last week to try and reverse. I've got Alex and I've got Martin. They're going to go through and they're going to try and help us find the right value. But first of all, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that I'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again, and you'll need to subscribe if it is your first time. Come in the chat, say hello, say this is the first time you found live, because they are a really friendly bunch. But also, while you're there, press the thumbs up. It's important for obviously YouTube to know that you're enjoying the show. Press the link in description. That'll take you over articles wrote by Alex or Martin or Tan. But every single sport that we cover here on SBR is accompanied by an article that may give you a parlay, but it may also give you that little bit more meat on the bone that pushes you towards a winner. Now, I'm going to go to Martin first. Martin, some tricky old results last week, but this week, they've got to come back or they're out.
Yeah, I found it a very challenging round of fixtures, actually. There were a few results that just went against me that I couldn't quite believe. I had Lille draw no bet against Ajax. They conceded twice at the death. I had AC Milan. I thought they could still go and beat Red Star Belgrade, even with leaving Ibrahimovic out. The Red Star went down to 10 men and they still found an equaliser. So, yeah, there were some surprises, but you would expect that some of the bigger teams playing at home this time around would get the job done. It's just about trying to find the value, which is a little bit tricky still.
OK, before I go to Alex, I must apologise for being a little bit grumpy yesterday in the Champions League show. You know, that's not what I'm normally like. I'm normally full of the joys. And why is Alex laughing?
No, because I got used to you being grumpy from time to time, you know. So Mondays is not your day for sure, 100%, you know.
Okay, well, I look forward to next Monday because we have midweek cards. So maybe I go to bed early on Sunday, so I wake up full of the joys. What are you looking forward to, Alex?
You said that there were some weird results last week. Not many of them. For example,
Leicester not scoring was massive.
That one, yeah, you can say that it was a surprise. The AC Milan, we expected that Red Star Belgrade will put on a great performance against them, but shocking that they were with playing with 10 men and they found the equalizer. We expected Napoli to lose after having so many squad issues against Granada. But more than that, I was surprised Real Sociedad not to find the back of the net against Manchester United. I was surprised about Arsenal not being able to score more than one goal. I was not surprised by that Lille versus Ajax 1-2. I was surprised to see Hoffenheim going 3-1 up and conceding 2 goals in the last 15 minutes of the game. Brugge failed to find the back of the net, but it was normal because they were with 1 man down after being red carded. That one was very nice match. Antwerp versus Rangers, 3-4 there with a great second half from Rangers. Pretty good results, to be honest.
Yeah, I just said to you, there was a lot of tricky ones. You said no, and then went through about 10 that were very, very tricky. Now, what I've done is I've put the first leg score. It will come along the bottom when we go with the prices. So the numbers in the brackets are what the first leg score was. As you can see also that Martin has had a massive trim. And when we get to one of the games, you'll know why he's looking all nice. OK, let's start with Martin, because it's Ajax, who are 2-1 up. As you say, they got 2 late goals. It's Ajax at -105, draw +280, Lille +300. I think that this could go to the away side as well, Martin.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's a slam dunk for Ajax. The odds on them winning this competition have decreased massively since that victory over Lille. But Lille were leading until the very end of that game, switched off at the end and conceded twice. But they responded by thumping Lorient 4-1, I think it was, in Ligue 1 at the weekend. So they're still top of the table in France, ahead of a very strong PSG team. And, they still have the quality to go to Ajax and get a win. I don't like the idea of betting on Ajax at -105 when a draw would be good enough to see them through. I suppose if you could give Lille a decent plus on the Asian handicap, that might be an attractive way to play it.
What about both teams to score? Because I fancy that Lille score.
Yeah, Lille should find the back of the net. They have a great attack, and we talked last time about Timothy Weah, the son of George Weah, and he found the back of the net in exactly that specific game. So shout out for who played him as anytime goal scorer there. I think that they have the capability. They will open up for sure, 100%. This is a must win for them. They are going in the second leg to win and to win consistently, because a 1-0 win for them is not enough, you know. So what I think is that we will see goals. Ajax on the break are deadly, as you know. Tadic there and all the other youngsters that are playing along him. I think that they possess great weapons, not only to win this game, but to score more than one time. Maybe Ajax total team goals over 1.5 is a great bet, but over 2.5 at 1.75 is a lock in my opinion.
I'm looking maybe as we talk, and people in the chat, obviously, remember the thumbs up, because there's only like 25% of you that have pressed the thumbs up. Both teams to score parlay. We like goals, especially. I mean, you both said last week, goals in the second leg. So for me, I think Ajax and Lille are both teams to score. So that can go in a parlay. That's our first leg. Let's move on, because they both teams in this game scored in the first leg, Alex. It's Arsenal, -110. Draw +300, Benfica +320, and the first leg was 1-1.
The first leg was 1-1. I think that the second leg will go to Arsenal. I think that they are very, very determined to go all the way in this competition. On home turf, they always perform better than away. The problem is here that Benfica will probably find the back of the net. So Arsenal should score more than one time. But I still fancy Arsenal to qualify from this tie. So probably a home win, but the price is not that good, you know.
Well, it's not bad. It's -110. I mean, I think if you get Arsenal and you think they're going to go and win, -110 is a don't complicate it situation, Martin.
Yeah, I think it looks like a very good price. Again, it's on neutral turf, so there's no home advantage or anything like that. It's just
Is this in Bucharest or Budapest?
In Athens, I think.
This one's in Greece, yeah, in Piraeus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
in
Olympiakos. Moving them about, aren't they?
Rome last week, yeah. But I think Arsenal were the sharper team in that game. They exposed a lot of Benfica's lack of pace at the back. You know, they got in behind on a good few occasions. Bukayo Saka looked particularly dangerous. And it was just sheer wastefulness in front of goal from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang why Arsenal didn't win that game. It was like he was just missing chances that my 6-month-old daughter could have scored. And, you know, if he finds his shooting boots in this game, Arsenal should win it. I would expect them to create chances once again against this pretty slow back line. Arsenal obviously lost to Man City at the weekend. Wasn't too bad. It was 1-0. Benfica drew with a relegation-threatened team in Primera Liga, so they're not having a particularly good run of form either. Neither team's exactly going to be brimming with confidence, but I think Arsenal should just about be able to edge this one, and I'm going for it, -110.
Obviously, I don't want you to complicate it, and it sounds as if you're not, but is both teams to score on the cards? Can we trust Arsenal win to nil?
It normally is with Arsenal. It normally is. They normally concede. I will say that Benfica didn't really create much in that first leg. The goal they scored was completely against the run of play at the time. And, you know, there was an element of fortune about it. So I wouldn't be 100% confident in Benfica scoring, but Arsenal do normally have a calamity up their sleeve. So if you do want more value, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
I don't think you need. Go on, Alex.
It also depends how Arsenal will start. If they go to 3-0 up in the first half, probably they will not push in the second half, so they will probably concede. It all depends about that. So maybe it's an in-play kind of game. It's also a lineup checker because we want to see how Arsenal will start in this one. For sure, they will start high and they will start to press because they need this win, right? But let's not forget that with 0-0, they can qualify.
Yeah, so those who don't understand, with the away goal, does it end after 90 minutes or do they have extra time and then the away goal counts?
No, the away goal counts also in extra time. So basically, if it's 1-1 right now in the second leg after 90 minutes, it's extra time. But if they score, for example, Benfica scores in the extra time, Arsenal needs to qualify further.
Right, so it's 1-1 after the first leg, right? So Arsenal are the home side in this second leg, so they've already got the away goal. If it's 0-0 in this game, so it's 1-1 overall at the end of 90 minutes, do they go into extra time, or
No.
Arsenal go through on the away goal?
No, Arsenal still the away goal rule, despite being on neutral venues. This is the problem that everybody is talking about right now, because most of the matches also in Champions League, also in Europa League, are played in a neutral venue. So they are saying why UEFA is still having this away goal rule when they are not even playing on their turf. You know, so even now, okay, we know that without fans from the beginning of the season and right now, but right now is also different venues. So why to have that rule? Some matches are played in the normal venues, some others are not. So probably they won't change for some, and they will change for the others. So they will keep the same rule for everyone.
So you would only have extra time if both teams score the same amount of away goals.
Yes.
Right, so if it's 1-1, at the end of 90 minutes, 2-2 on aggregate, then it goes to extra time. If it's 0-0...
No. It only goes to extra time if they've got the same amount of away goals. You win in 90 minutes on away goals.
Right, okay, so basically the game's finished after 90 minutes if it's 0-0. Arsenal go through.
Yes.
Excellent. Thanks for clearing that up. Okay, well, let's move on, because we're talking about both teams scoring. Who would have thought that Salzburg wouldn't score against Villarreal, especially when Villarreal have been so inconsistent in La Liga? They have been the side to take their foot off the gas and let other sides back in. Martin, it's Villarreal at -110, draw +300, Salzburg +300, 2-0 up, the home side. Is this the perfect game for Salzburg to maybe return the favour and win 2-0?
Well, yeah, the problem is I think you could never really bet on an Unai Emery team. I've learned that from watching him managing Arsenal over the past couple of years and then moving to Villarreal. Sometimes they come out all guns blazing, they win 4-3. Sometimes they keep things tight at the back and grind out a narrow victory. He seems to change on an ongoing basis, the approach. So you never quite know what you're going to get. Yeah, they're not particularly solid at the back in La Liga, but they did pretty well against Salzburg, who lacked a little bit of potency since Haaland moved to Dortmund. Not really sure what's going to happen in this second leg. It's a really awkward one because Villarreal are 2-0 up. They can sit back. A 0-0 would be good enough for them. Even a defeat would be good enough for them. I kind of hate games like this when a team has got a comfortable lead. It always sets alarm bells ringing for me. So I would probably just pass this one.
Yeah, okay. I mean, the value may well be with Salzburg. Double chance, Alex.
This is exactly what I was looking earlier. 1.93 right now for a draw double chance on Salzburg. We know that 2-0 is a dangerous score in football. Even though Villarreal were the better team in the first leg, they were not impressive, like, wow, they dominated and look, 2-0, they are qualified further. No, Salzburg are an unpredictable team and they can always pull off some great upsets. And the fact that they immediately bounced back, beating Rapid Vienna, who is one of their historical opponents in their domestic league, 4-2 at the weekend in their domestic league, tells me that they are confident that they might even pull off the upset here. I don't think that Villarreal will fail to qualify further, but exactly like you said, draw double chance on Salzburg at 1.93 might be a really good set of odds.
Yeah, I can see this being maybe a 0-0 or maybe 1-0 to Salzburg and Villarreal, because Villarreal, they can take their foot off the gas. Okay, Alex, Milan 2-2 for away lead against 10-man Red Star. They're at -225. The draw at +400 and Red Star at plus 700. Now Milan, don't get carried away with them getting beat 3-0 at the weekend against near neighbours Inter, because if it wasn't for Handanovic, it could have been 4-3 or even 3-all. So Milan, you don't want to have at the price, Alex, at -225, but do they go through?
They seem a little bit deflated. Yes, Handanovic was absolutely king of the net in that 3-0 defeat against Inter. I think that right now they lost a little bit of confidence, but Europa League is the competition that they have their eyes on, because if they win this competition, they will qualify in Champions League next season. But there is a but also. It's not the first time, and it will not be the last time when we are talking about the depth of the squad. I think that they are too much, on Zlatan Ibrahimovic leading. If he does a bad match, all the team does a bad match. If he does a good match, all the team does a bad match, good match. So there is a problem there, in my opinion. And to have a leader at 40 years old there, and think that okay, he will deliver in every match is not okay. I think that he will be rested this Thursday against Red Star Belgrade, and probably Milan will win this one. But I don't think that the score will be like they will destroy Red Star. I think that the plus 1.5 for Red Star Belgrade at 1.72 is a good set of odds, and also both teams to score at 1.9 seems reasonable, because I think that AC Milan will concede in this one. Red Star Belgrade have a great fighting spirit. They will go all in. This is what I love about this Eastern European country. So I think that this is one of the matches that we should check a little bit some in-play action, because it might be an upset. I think that is very risky to go all in on AC Milan, on the lack of confidence that they have right now, losing the first spot in Serie A, being trashed by Inter 3-0 last weekend. And also don't forget that they conceded 2 goals last week against the Restart on the road. So nothing is sure. Nothing is sure.
No, both teams to score, although a lot of people might just think that Milan win 1-0, 2-0, Martin.
Yeah, this is a really difficult one. I did always expect AC Milan to run out of steam a little bit this season, because their squad lacks depth and they do seem a bit reliant on the ageing legs of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think it would make sense for them to go for this competition and really try to win it, though. Their dreams of winning Serie A are fading fast. You know, they've lost 2 on the bounce. They got thrashed by their closest rivals, Inter. It would make sense to retrain a lot of their focus on this competition. They're a superior side to Red Star Belgrade if they take the game seriously and if they put out a strong enough starting 11. So probably a lineup check. I think I sent over AC Milan to win and over 1.5 goals to you as my tip. Odds aren't amazing. I'm like Alex. I'm not really bullish enough on an emphatic AC Milan victory to really go for them to cover the handicap spread on this one. I think you have to be a bit more cautious. I'd put them in a parlay. I'd go with over 1.5 goals, but I wouldn't go for anything too crazy.
Okay, don't go for anything too crazy. Well, let's move on to the next game. New haircut. Leverkusen -160, draw +360, and Young Boys 450, Martin.
Yeah, you probably haven't had a haircut for quite a while, have you, Flash?
I have 3 a week.
3 a week? Really? I thought it just looks like that all the time.
Yeah, it does, because I have 3 a week.
To impress the Young Boys.
Well, yeah. Don't get jealous.
Well, I think this is going to be a really good game, because your favourite team, Young Boys, went 3-0 up against Bayer Leverkusen in the first leg, which was, took everyone by surprise. Leverkusen came back 3 goals after the break, and then just at the death, Young Boys scored. So this is set up really nicely. Bayer Leverkusen have won 9 out of 11 of Bayer Leverkusen's home games have seen both teams to score this season. They frequently concede. They're just sloppy at the back. Young Boys, as we know, can cause problems on the break and going forward. So, yeah, I think both teams to score looks like a pretty good bet for a parlay in this one. I actually saw a good price on both teams to score and Bayer Leverkusen to win at +160. So I might go for that.
Oh, yeah, that's great value. I mean, do you see the young boys scoring, Alex, away at Leverkusen? Or is this a game where Leverkusen keep it tight because they know that 1-0 does the job?
Keep it tight. Leverkusen and keeping it tight doesn't sound good in a sense.
No, it doesn't.
They don't know how to keep it tight. They know that they have to go all in after what happened in the first leg. They had an amazing comeback in the second half, that I can tell you. But after scoring 3 goals, they said, okay, we can win this. We can go all the way and win this. But they got burned, you know. So this is the problem with the Bayer Leverkusen, because they don't know how to defend right now. Probably this should be a banker for everyone. The Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at 1.7. I see Leon Bailey causing a lot of problems in that young boys defense. He has the pace. He's very good one-on-one, and I think that at 2-1, I think that we can have him anytime goal scorer. But this probably will be the most entertaining match of the night for in Europa League. So the Alex Classic at 1.7 looks like a great set of odds.
Okay, I've not complicated it. I've just gone with Leverkusen at -160 in a 2-team parlay. Next game though, Alex, Brugge 1-1 with Kiev. Now the +125, the draw +240, and Kiev at +270. This could go either way, to be honest.
Yeah, first of all, we have 115 people watching us live and only 28 thumbs up. So you do the maths, Flash, and tell us how much percentage is
About
that?
29%.
So is that good?
No, it's awful.
Okay. I think it's
maybe they're enjoying
27%.
the show so much though.
Ah,
and
okay.
they'll press it. They'll press the thumbs up on the way out. And if you are new, that you'll see that underneath where it says draw 240, go underneath, it says thumbs up. Press that thumbs up, it will turn a different color and the number will change as well. We want to try and get that up. If there's 118 watching, then we should be up at around 65, 70. Okay, Alex, sorry to interrupt you. Brugge and Kiev.
1-1 in the first leg. Brugge with the upper hand, scoring an away goal there, so a 0-0 might be enough for them. But Brugge is not that kind of team that will stay back and relax. And most of all because they are playing against a Dynamo Kiev team with a lot of experience, with an experienced coach, also former coach of Shakhtar Donetsk, winning many trophies with them. Mircea Lucescu, who is in charge of Dynamo Kiev right now. I see another type of match that this is the type of game I think that it will go to extra time. I have this feeling that it will end 1-1 and will whomever to qualify in extra time or even penalties, you know. So both teams to score at 1.95, but throw a dime there at anyone to qualify in extra time or even in penalties.
Looks like you're going for the draw, though, at +240, Martin. Looks like that could be the way to go whenever you have a home side that are above +110. Normally, that's giving it as a coin flip.
Yeah, I don't like the look of this game at all, Flash, from a betting perspective. I think it'll be an absorbing fixture. 2 teams on a long unbeaten streak, both giants of their domestic leagues, but not exactly giants on the European stage anymore. Anything could happen. Maybe a draw at +240, but yeah, don't want to be betting on this game. Bruges is a very nice city, though. Lots of good beer. That's about all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You can't be mentioning beer. And I mean, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning here in Costa Rica, so it's weird for me. But obviously, it's like after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that means you can talk about any alcohol you like for Alex.
Let me tell you that when I was at the World Cup there in Costa Rica filming with Natalie at the office where you are sitting now, we were waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch the matches. And of course, at 7:38, what is the time right now? We were having our first beer of the day. You can ask Natalie and she can tell you that.
Oh, I remember she told me.
After 3 hours, of course, you drink a beer with your breakfast.
It's not big and it's not clever. And I told you before, obviously, you put an advert in the paper for them spare livers that you're going to need. Leicester. This is my banker. This goes to the second leg of my parlay with Bayer Leverkusen, and it's 0-0 from the first leg. So dangerous for Slavia Prague to go and get that away goal. But I fancy Leicester win, so you could go with Leicester to win an over 1.5 because 1-1 will kill them. So they need to score 2. So maybe Leicester team total over 1.5. Leicester minus 160. I did get minus 140. Draw plus 300. And Slavia Prague at plus 580. Martin.
Yeah, I found Leicester in under 4.5 goals at minus 105, and I thought that was
that was good.
Great price. I can see them being a lot better in this second leg. Brendan Rodgers said that they're going to break their scoring drought. They're going to be a lot more fired up for this game. They were stifled and frustrated for long parts of that first leg. I did expect them to go there and win. Not getting an away goal is a bit disappointing. So I think there's onus is on them to come flying out of the traps and score an early goal. They don't want it to still be 0-0 with the dying stages and concede because of the away goal rule comes into play. So I think they're going to want to make a strong start in this game. You could therefore go for Leicester half-time, full-time for a bit more value. I think that's about plus 120 or something like that.
I think you got it right, Martin. I think you go with Leicester and under 4.5. I've just gone with Leicester to win, but that's because I've done them in that parlay. But Leicester are not going to be gunning forward when if they're 2-0 up. They just cannot afford to, because 2-0, it goes 2-1. Before you know it, it's 2-2, and Slavia go through on the away goal. So I think you've got the right bet there at minus 105 for Leicester to win and under 4.5 goals. Do you give Slavia Prague any chance in this game, Alex?
I think that the best value bet, like Martin mentioned, is the halftime, full-time at 2.38 right now with Unibet. You can find it. It's absolutely incredible. And yes, I think that they will start strong and they will score in the first 20 minutes of the game. So maybe also to look at over 0.5 goals in the first 30 minutes of the game, or Leicester to score in the first 30 minutes of the game. But yeah, definitely that halftime, full-time at 2.38 looks amazing. Slavia Prague are always dangerous, but Leicester so organized at the back. I don't think that Slavia Prague away on the road will find the back of the net. I don't know. Something tells me that Leicester wins 2-0, but all the other tips for this one are a banker material. Leicester are under 4.5. Leicester halftime, full-time. I think that all of them will be winners, and the prices are amazing.
Yeah, and Leicester are a side that could go all the way, because if you think about it, the strongest sides in this competition are the Premier League sides, and no one wants to play Leicester if they're on it for a one-off game. So we're going to go to the last game now, and this has got to scream goals, and it's got to give plenty value to the home side. But then you go with Olympiakos, who are the visitors. It's PSV at plus 100, draw plus 285, and Olympiakos at plus 245. Olympiakos 4-2 up. But as Arsenal fans will know, Olympiakos can go away from home and get a result. It's one of those. What do we think, Alex?
I think that Olympiakos will return home with at least a draw from this one. They can sit back and relax. They have a 4-2 advantage from the first leg. They can even lose by 1 goal difference. I don't know. I think that they are deadly on the break. This I can tell you. We've seen them in the European competitions lately. They have the experience. Also, PSV is a decent side. But let's not forget that PSV have many squad issues. Many important players are missing for the second leg. On the other side, in the last, 14 matches, Olympiacos lost just 1 in their domestic league against their historical opponents. So I think that Olympiacos are the team to bet here on a draw double chance at 1.75 that they will not lose this game, or plus 0.5 there. It's the same bet.
Yeah, Martin, Alex makes a great point, because PSV have got to come out. And the problem with PSV coming out means they're going to leave gaps at the back for Olympiacos to exploit. I think Olympiacos probably only need 1 goal. So are we looking at a scenario of it's a guaranteed Alex classic?
Well, not necessarily, but yeah, that would probably be the way to go. I don't particularly like betting on second leg games when a team has a 2-goal lead. Mentioned that earlier in the show. So yeah, no, not going to be betting on this one. I've been on these shows for many years now, and there's been loads of times that we've been excited and a game finished 4-3 or 5-3 in the first leg, and we all just go, oh, Alex Classic, it's got to be an Alex Classic, and then it's 0-0. And we all feel really disappointed. So been burnt a few times there.
This can't be a 0-0. There's no way in this queue. Obviously, the next.
I like the 0-0. Draw double chance on the away side. 0-0. Stay back and relax and enjoy your beer from Bruges.
Yeah, and there you go. Beer from Bruges again. Okay, I haven't put it up on the screen. I'm not messing about with the graphics, but someone in the chat has obviously asked about Man United. Just a quick one, gentlemen. Man United win 4-0 away in against Sociedad. Now, do you go with Man United at +100? Just a straight yes or no, Martin?
No, maybe both teams to score. Check the lineups.
Okay, lineup check. Alex, Man United +100, already 4-0 up.
Yeah, someone said on the chat if they will play their important players. I think that they will rest most of them. I don't know whom they are playing this weekend, but sorry?
Chelsea, Man United,
Chelsea. I think a draw double chance on Real Sociedad makes a great sense here. I don't know why.
Yeah, okay, I don't know why neither. Esteban, let's put up the pics of the beautiful brains and Alex and Martin's. Alex over 2.5 goals in the game at -130. AC Milan, both teams to score at -110. Leverkusen, Alex Classic -135. That's a 2-1 win for the home side. Bruges, both teams to score at -105. And Olympiakos, draw double chance really that at +0.5 at +130. Martin's picks. Arsenal -111, although you can get -110. AC Milan and over 1.5 at -160. Leicester under 4.5 at -105. Shakhtar Donetsk at -133. Martin, I'm not used to seeing your picks in the middle, by the way. They're always on the left. Flash's picks. Leicester and under 4.5 goals. I've gone with you, Martin, at -105.
Shakhtar. Oh.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mention this, but you know I like Shakhtar, and I like Shakhtar in this.
But explain to us a little bit this bet, because we didn't talk about it.
No, that's okay. But the thing is, it's a parlay. So basically, what I've done is I might even do a 3-team parlay. So basically, I've got Leicester and under 4.5 at -105. I also put my parlay on of Leverkusen and Shakhtar at +165. But also, I might put a 3-team or 3 doubles and a treble and put Leicester in there as well. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means I'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again. And by the way, I absolutely love the response because we had 29 thumbs up. And now all of a sudden it's 63. Try and do it without me sort of urging you, but if I have to urge you and then you respond, that's just as good. 129 watching, 63, just under 50%. It's about 48.8%. Okay, press the link in the description. That will take you over to
48.8%. Wow.
Roughly. And there'll be articles wrote by either Alex or Tan or Martin, but every other sport that we cover on SBR will definitely be accompanied by an article that will give you plenty of meat on the bone. And remember, El Rey, knowledge is king. We'll see you on Thursday, gentlemen. We'll go with Serie A, Bundesliga, Premier League, and then on Friday we go with La Liga. And by the way, La Liga is really starting to pick up. Don't get off that Sevilla train. You take care.